Kinetic Bolt, Spellslinger, and other one improvements. Alongside Delirium, we're introducing 2 new one skills. With some oh shit, I can actually breathe with both of my nostrils. What a feeling. Okay, with some associated one changes. Today we're going to look at Kinetic Bolt, Spellslinger, and change the Wandslinger notable. Wandslinger notable. Isn't that that? Okay. Kinetic Bolt is a level 1 skill. It fires a projectile at a short distance before forking, splitting into primary and a limited range secondary projectile. Each angle at 45 degrees. Then it starts doing this at regular intervals or when hitting enemies, forking 5 times at gem level 1, creating an angular spread of projectiles over a wide area. Increases and reductions, so not just modifiers or spell damage, so no pain attunement. Makes sense. Also apply to Kinetic Bolt attack damage at 150% value. That's pretty decent. That makes the witch starting nodes actually really good for that. These are like 15% damage nodes. Like 18. Hmm. Those are pretty nice for that. Opening up new build paths and item choices right from you get the skill and taking advantage of increased spell damage or wand. Wonder leveling. Monka, The skill has unique interactions with a number of projectile modifiers. Adding projectiles fork causes the skill to fork an additional time. Adding additional projectiles causes secondary projectiles to fire this many additional projectiles each time they are created by fork. Adding additional projectiles causes the secondary projectiles to fire this many additional projectiles each time they're created by a fork. That's an amazing sentence. God damn. With the Barrett support, each shot fired still performs all forks, resulting in both high single target and extra projectile. The skill is offered to Witch after completing enemy at the gate, also known as Hillock, but purchasable from vendor for Witch, Ranger, Shadow, and Scion. Cries. This is yo, we need justice for Templar, because Templar was the OG Wonder class. We need justice for Templar. Guys, remember Crips Templar, like the Wonder? Because man, the early damage nodes at the start were so good, dude. They were so good. They were so good. With all our EP, yeah, exactly. Spellslinger is a new skill support that supports linked spells. Yeah, so that was the one that we saw on the teaser with the EK. Activating the skill causes all of these spells to reserve mana. So you can have more than one. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. And when you perform a wand attack, all of the skills are triggered. So they are triggered at the same time, which means... Oh, wait. Maybe that all skills are triggered is tied to the specific link. So if you have... Because there's different order of actions. So if you have like for example, you have one skill in Helm and another skill in Boots, the Helm should happen first and then the Boots. But I'm not sure if that's how it's gonna work. If it works like that, you can do some interesting stuff with that. Like, yeah, you could do like Desecrate and DD or whatever. Really, you could do desecrate and offerings with that, for example. There's a lot of different things they could do with that if it works, where you have to attack twice to get use of it. They have a 0.5 second cooldown. Oh, I mean, it's gonna be bugged. Oh yeah, with VD. VD is always bugged for some reason. They have a 0.5 second cooldown and gain cooldown recovery speed as the gem gains levels. So you don't need to push your attack speed too high to get most of the support. I'm very interested in seeing what's the cooldown at level 20 gem. And this is probably gonna be gonna have like an out attack. Maybe even AoE. I'm not sure about AoE attack, but it's gonna have an aura attack, which is gonna give like +2 aura levels, corruptions, etc. Could make it interesting, depending how well the cooldown scales. So you don't need to push your already. Spellslinger also provides a unique effect to support the spells. Your wand's base damage is added to the damage of the spell. Base damage includes all local added and increased damage modifiers, making attack ones powerful when you're focused on spell slinging. Oh, that's exciting. Yo, that is very exciting. So you might actually use other ones than just whatever the unique is called again. I don't know why my brain isn't allowing me to. It's like literally on my tongue right now. The Spellslinger one that does the exact same thing. Poets, yeah. I mean, you can probably still use poets, but I was afraid that you would just end up using poets, but because the amount of damage poets gets per levels is nowhere close to what you can get on a rare wand, we might actually see people use actually going hybrid wonder with the spell. But obviously Poet Spends Poet Spends plus Spellslinger is gonna be a build. Most likely. Just for the sake of spamming spells, right? Even if they're not talking even ignoring the fact that you can get the flat damage to your spells, just for the sake of getting an extra spell to cast. But it's nice that they did that, because now it makes Poet Spend much less of an obvious choice. I think it's still gonna be a very strong choice, but I really like this. This is very nice. Like T1 lightning damage, like attack damage on weapons, it's pretty fucking good now. It's also interesting because it makes modifiers like pen much worse now on those items, those ones. You could actually want that you just scale flat damage. Most likely. It depends a bit. Well, spell damage is a very strong mod as well, but stuff like pen wouldn't be. Spellslinger sets the reservation cost of link spells to 15% of your maximum mana. Only 15%? Yo, that's like a 6-link spell for 40% mana reservation. With probably even if it's 0.4 second cooldown. With support gem, mana multipliers have a direct impact on the reservation cost. This makes it a cheap way to trigger an unsupported spell or lets you reserve values for mana devastating full support. I mean, I think most of the time you're gonna be using this with something like essences, because essence isn't a multiplier for your mana cost. Like, you can have Horror Helm for another 30% multiplier, and this is literally a cheaper blasphemy if you are using Wand attack. Sadly, this won't work with a shield charge. You actually have to use a Wand attack. But yeah, that's interesting. Dude, this is, I low-key want to start with this. That sounds like you can actually have a pseudo 6-link with like 40-ish% mana reservation. There's like actually a lot of low reservation supports. And depending what you're using, like if you're using an elemental skill or you're going full conversion, you can use inspiration. Inspiration has like, inspiration is 115. And if, as long as you have this on your main skill as well, you get to benefit from daily damage. I think hypothermia, yeah, hypothermia is 120, but obviously need to able to chill. You know, there's a reservation skill for that, by the way. Yeah, you should be very feasibly be able to get like 5 and 6 links with this while having another reservation skill on top. Can link many skills to it. Yeah, obviously. You can have multiple skills reserved with Spellslinger, yeah, letting you perform combos like triggering Forceball and Ice Nova. Desecrated Wall of the Dead, Blade Fall, and Blade Blast. You could also use Spellslinger to activate secondary skills like Curses, Wave of Conviction, and yeah. The skill is offered for which, this is an Act 3, so that's an that's its level 24 skill. Yo, this shit is amazing. I like this. It sounds potentially a bit broken, but I like it. I like it mechanically. Like the mechanics of the skill is amazing, even if the balance is not. It kind of feels like spell slinging is just better than self cast in a lot of cases. But yeah, that's interesting. How to make wonders viable? Just let them cast spells while attacking with wands. Easy fix. Easy fix, boys. Wand skill balance. Power Siphon and Kinetic Blast now deal a higher portion of base damage at lower levels, growing to slightly more damage at high levels. Okay, so Power Siphon is gonna be doing even more single target damage than it does now. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. We've also adjusted the damage on a couple of unique mods that were below the damage curve on their unique level, making them better tools for leveling and early mapping. Justice for Moonsorrow. Even though Moonsorrow isn't exactly a bad wand. But yeah. I mean, it's like a utility one, right? But yeah. Wandslinger notable changes. Wand passive skills were recently reviewed, so not many changes have been made here. We made a major change to Wandslinger, granting a new effect that was previously only found on Crown of Ice. You better be also buffing Crown of Ice, because when they introduced Spiritual Aid, it completely killed the Scourge Claw from Chimera. It's like so useless because of this node exists. So I hope they're buffing it. Increases and reductions to spell damage also apply to attacks while wielding a wand. This is a game changer. You can make a shield charge build and take this node, by the way, and benefit from the witch starting nodes as damage nodes. Isn't that cool? Not that it's necessarily a good build, but you know. But I like that this is gonna make hybrid attack spellcasting builds. I mean, obviously that's kind of the point of this Spellslinger support, right? Is making attack spellcaster hybrids a thing. This means that if you want to use one skill other than Kinetic Bolt, KB for clear, Power Siphon for single target, by the way. But you've already or there's also another skill that you could use for which KP? Oh yeah, because this is KP too. Oh gosh. Kinetic Blast. Elemental hit. Elemental hit, boys. Obviously, the issue with elemental hit is that you kind of want to scale the level of it, and you generally do that with bow, which is scaling the level of the bow, right? So it's different, right? It's a bit harder to scale. As a result of making this interaction more accessible, we improved the Crown of Ice unique item so it now grants attack damage from spell damage at a higher ratio, and Crown of Ice is still the only way to get this effect on other weapons. Yeah, I mean it still has its niche, I guess, from that point of view, but yeah. Okay, let's see what we got. So wait, what's the links in there? It's like a Weaponelli inspiration. Added lightning. What's the N? Is that lightning pen? I don't fucking remember. Oh, that's green. What is green M? Sorry, N support. Oh, that's barrage. I'm dumb. That's barrage. I should probably just like look at the footage into here. That's barrage. Looks pretty good. Oh, yeah, well, thanks for the host. Yo, not gonna lie, that lightning warp That looks like a nice spell slinging with lightning warp. Looks like an interesting clear speed. Hmm. Hmm. Yo, I like this. This is some good shit. Especially this right here. I like this. I love it. Absolutely love the the Spellslinger and the Wandslinger notable chains. These are amazing. It's hard to say about the Kinetic Bolt itself, but man, this is some good shit.